Hey guys, Mo Morales here with PJ the dog, my buddy. Just wanted him to say hello to everybody before he goes to bed, because this is a quick video about me complaining about nothing. Hold on. All right, so I put PJ to bed, and it's time for you and I to talk here for a minute. For those of you who've been around for a while on my channel, first of all, thank you for just any second that you've spent with me over the years. But you guys know I used to be a full-time Sony shooter and a personal part-time Fuji shooter. When I stopped shooting professionally so much, I decided it didn't make sense to have two brands in my house. So I got rid of my Sony gear and kept the Fuji for my personal work because I thought that's all I was going to be doing. People eventually called me back into service to do certain work, and I've been doing more and more work. Usually how it is, right? Every time you think you're out, they pull you back in. But Fuji's got me in a place where I'm not comfortable right now to do professional work. I have a very important shoot coming up in a few weeks. It's for a gender reveal for a pregnant couple, and the autofocus on my X-T5. The last two events I've done, I'm glad I've taken multiple photos of the subject I was shooting, because if I would line up the EVF would tell me I have the eye locked in, but then when I would review the photos later on, if I took three shots, one or two may not have been in focus. It would have focused on the forehead, the chin, the area behind them. So this is the autofocus struggle that us Fuji users are going through right now. The HX2 and the XH2 and the XH2S just got a firmware update to try to fix their problem. A lot of people on YouTube are saying problem is not 100% fixed, but it's a lot better. But there's nothing coming out for the X-T5. I love this camera. I'm very happy with this camera. But because I have such an important shoot coming up in 2 weeks' time, I actually started going through the whole, do I need to get rid of Fuji and jump back on the Sony bandwagon mindset? But I've talked myself out of it, and I'm going to hold on to the X-T5 and my Fuji gear because it just doesn't make sense to swap out systems so close to an event if that's the reason why I'm switching. Yes, I was very familiar with Sony for many, many years, but it's been about a year and a half since I've shot it professionally, and I would not have muscle memory. I don't think I would, at least. So it may be even more detrimental than missing a few shots. So I decided I'm going to stick with Fuji. But I tell you what, if by end of year they don't come up with a solution to what's going on with their firmware update that destroyed our autofocus, I shouldn't say destroy, I still get great shots. I just miss a lot more shots that it's telling me I'm locked onto. Again, when I'm shooting the photo, the green light in the EVF tells me, or the white light, the white box shows up over the eye and it tells me I've locked on focus. But then when I get back and I look at the photos, it's not the case. And I still may jump ship, but I have to tell you honestly, Fuji has me very nervous. I reached out to Nick from During the Meanwhile's great YouTube channel, and I was asking him about his experience with the with the XH2, because I figure if I'm going to switch cameras, let me see the one that just got the firmware update and see what that would do for me. But to be honest with you, I went to Unique Photos in Fairfield, New Jersey, a camera store here in New Jersey, and I took the XH2 in my hand, and it just felt weird, right? Because it felt like my old Sony, but because I've been playing with the dials for so long, it just felt weird to try to figure out where my ISO was, where my, shutter speed is. And again, with time, you could reprogram yourself to anything, but I had walked away from that. I have walked away from the PASM world. I have become a triangle, what is it? The shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. See the triangle? And that's where I'm in now. So I'm in for the long haul. I'm going to give it to the end of the year, see what they're doing. And if I keep getting work that I need to not stress about, I just may go back to Sony. Again, these are first world problems. These are issues that impact no one but me. But since, you and I talk and we hang out all the time, I figured, let me just dump this on your shoulders. What do you think? Am I overreacting? Or has Fuji dropped the ball with their autofocus issues in 2024? This wasn't here when I first got this camera. This camera locked, and whenever I thought I had locked, it was locked. I don't have that comfort anymore. I talked myself off the ledge. I'm not switching systems, but I was so close to, and I think this is all Fuji's fault, and they need to do something about it. Am I wrong? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks for your time listening to me and my big talking head here. Take care until next time. Stay strong, stay positive, always love, respect the beard, and let me know what you think about Fuji and their lack of concern of fixing this autofocus issue.